Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach, and today I wanted to give a behind the scenes of how we prepare for a large wedding event at our venue. And it starts way back before the actual day of, and things start to ramp up from about the 30 day point where we do our 30-day meeting. That's where we sit down with the couple, probably one of the parents as well, or a mother of the bride or somebody. Usually we're sitting down with a group of the key party members, so including the couple, and we go through everything from their timeline. So we start getting the details for how many guests. That's where we get the final guest count. We talk about the bar, what alcohol they're wanting to have, how that all looks. And then we go into when does the decorator arrive, when does the caterer, when does hair and makeup, photographer, DJ, when does everybody arrive. Even if we aren't doing the actual coordination on the day of, we still want to know when to expect people so we can be helpful to the best of our abilities on the day of. Then as we get closer to the day of the event, we start prepping with a rehearsal. We have the couples come out usually the day before or during the week. Sometimes couples do it the morning of as well. So it really just depends on them, and then it's go time. So once we have all that established, if we're doing coordinating, then there's even more involved. Our coordinator will show up first thing in the morning to get everything ready. And sometimes we do the decorations as well, and so that will impact our schedule. But how we really prep is during the week we get the room cleaned, we get the tables arranged and set up how they're needed, depending on the decorations. If we're doing the black linens, which is what we have as our standard, or if they're doing something else with the tables, if they're bringing in their own linens, that sort of thing, then it just depends on them. And then the last thing that we do on the day of is we just help, even if we're not coordinating, we help try to keep the timeline moving so that things don't get missed and pictures get kept, and that they're able to just enjoy their day in a smooth, orderly fashion. And really, I mean, it just comes down to knowing the timeline and being a little bit involved. It doesn't take a whole lot, just knowing, and maybe there's timers and things like that. If you're coordinating, then it's definitely more involved, but it's not a scary thing. And really, we just want to make sure that especially for large parties, we know all the moving parts, so that way we can intervene and interact as best as we can and not just get blindsided by a giant party. And so that's just a little bit of what we do. A lot of it's prep work. So the key to any successful event is in the details and in the prep work. So we have a lot of successful events at our venues, and that's due to our preparation. And so my advice would be just be prepared for the parties that are coming in, know the details of when to expect people, and you'll have a much smoother and clear and concise event. I guess concise isn't the best word, but you'll have a very smooth event when you know the timelines and you do a little bit of prep work on the front end. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.